The plan has been for relatively quick resolution by Rob Manfred now that they appear unable to make an agreement. There's no law, there's no binding anything that prevents them from continuing to negotiate. But I do know that Manfred has been eager to get this over with and get this going. And I was picking up on some feeling today that the owners could move quickly to implement a season if this proposal was voted down. It has been voted down now, so we're going to see. Also, ESPN had their head of PR, Ben Cafardo, had tweeted that Manfred was expected on ESPN today. So we're standing by to see if that's still happening.
They voted no because they don't want to give the owners the money from these playoffs. Basically, they feel like they've conceded enough. They feel like the owners have stalled long enough. They feel like the owners are essentially kind of getting what they wanted anyway and not having anywhere near, what would resemble a full or 100 or 80 game season or whatever it may be. They feel like the owners' entire thought process was to get this season down to as few games as possible and then expand the playoffs and make money off of that. And basically the players are using their last chip to say, no, we're not doing that. It seems kind of petty, but when you look at in the past when negotiations have gone down, especially the last TBA, the owner or the players feel like they kind of got, worked over. So this is their way to say, we're not going to be a pushovers this time. We're not going to allow anything. Even in this situation, we could take the moral high ground, and maybe they should have. But what they're saying is, we're not going to let you do this to us. We're not going to make you let you make us out to be the bad guys and then collect the money off of it. We're going to go into our 2021 negotiations strong and together.
Manfred really wouldn't be imposing the season. He'd be scheduling the season. And I think that's a meaningful difference because the players and owners have always, as we know, had an agreement that they reached in March to fall back on. The players gave Manfred the right to make a schedule. So I've been reading unilateral. I've been reading imposing. Those are not technically accurate. That may be almost a legal point, but just, that's MLB would argue we're not mandating anything. We are doing what you said we could do, what we negotiated you could do. To the question of why wouldn't he wait a little bit? Well, we're going to see what happens over the next couple of hours. But I've just sensed that they feel that it's time to give their fans and the public a resolution here. They've run out the clock quite a bit in this already, MLB has. They've gotten down to 60 games being the most feasible because it's about a 66-day period. So I just think it's getting to be time. I think the number, if it is scheduled by Manfred, will be somewhat fewer than 60, but not more than a week fewer. So it's just getting to be time to say, okay, here's what's going to happen. And again, I'm sorry, Steve, but just real quick, we don't know that negotiations are done. We just know that this was voted down. It's likely that this is moving to an end game, but we're on the air here without total confirmation that they won't be talking again. I just want to make that clear.
The really interesting thing, though, and it's really a quick point, we've talked about it before, is what's going on with COVID right now could provide Rob Manfred some cover if he wants to say, we want to let this thing play out a little bit more and see what happens if he does want to, institute whatever semantics you want to say, if he does want to use what power was vested by that original proposal to institute a 48 to 52, 54 game season.